Over the next few weeks, I've got a series of Kyoto travel videos for you. We're starting off with a hotel review, the Mitsui Garden Hotel Kyoto Kawaramachi Jokyoji, a unique hotel on the site of a small temple in central Kyoto. I'll show you around the room and the rest of the hotel, the stylish lobby. I'll show you how to get there, what's nearby, and what it's like staying there. And remember to subscribe for ideas for things to do and lots of tips for Kyoto. There's so much coming up. Welcome to Kyoto and the Mitsui Garden Kawaramachi Jokyoji Hotel. I'm quite tired at the moment because we were out at the seaside today and then we got the train from Ninenzaka to Kyoto, and then when we checked in we went straight out to get something to eat, so now it's almost bedtime. So let me show you around the room. I think this is quite a stylish hotel. The look of the lobby and the corridors and everything is quite dark and it's definitely got a style. It looks quite Japanese in the lobby and they've got incense burning. The hotel is built, it's either on the site of a temple or next to a temple called Jokyo-ji. Ji means temple. I'm not sure if they'd be allowed to build a hotel on a temple, so it might just be next door to it. It turns out when the current chief priest took over from their grandparents, they did some kind of business deal with Mitsui Garden Hotels. So the hotel's on the site of the temple, which helps pay for its upkeep and maintenance. It's quite an unusual arrangement that I don't think you see very often. It's nice that they've added details around the hotel to reflect that connection. The hotel opened in 2020, so it's fairly new, and the temple is 500 years old. Now let's have a look around the room. So it's a fairly small room. It's not the biggest, but it's not the smallest either. And you can move around both sides of the bed, which you can't always, and there is space to put our suitcases there. It's a queen bed. Often in hotel rooms in this price range you get a semi-double, which is slightly narrower than a regular double, so this is pretty good. The room size is 204 square feet. They often mention that on Expedia. I always find it a really helpful way to compare hotel room sizes because some Japanese hotel rooms are very small. Here on the door, instead of the cardboard hangers to put outside if you want your room cleaned or you don't want to be disturbed, they've got magnets, which we've seen in quite a few hotels here in Japan. Do not disturb, make up the room. And then this one says, we are safe. In the event of a major earthquake, if you're safe, please notify us by putting this outside the door. It's a bit nerve-wracking, that one, but it's good they've thought of that. They're prepared for an earthquake. And in this room, the sink is actually kind of in the corridor and the main section of the room, so there isn't a very big bathroom. This is something that seems like it's becoming more common, maybe to make more of a small space. I'm not a massive fan because it feels like you have a bit less privacy, but with the shower, basin and toilet separate, you can use one while someone else is using one of the others. It's very clean. I think this is quite a new hotel, so everything's in really good condition. There's the Japanese toilet, and there's the buttons for that. And next door to the toilet, this is the shower. It's just the shower cubicle. You go straight into it. I think it looks quite stylish. That's quite a fancy shower head. Quite like these tiles. I think it looks quite good. As always, shampoo, conditioner and body wash are provided. They give you towels, which are all in here. There's a hairdryer. And downstairs in the lobby they had a display of all different amenities that you can take if you need them, like hair bands, toothbrushes, toothpaste. You can just help yourself down there. And in this box we've got pyjamas that you can change into if you want to. Here's a space to hang your clothes. This will be some Febreze. There's some slippers to wear in the room. There's a safe for your valuables, which is useful for keeping your yen if you've got lots of money with you. The TV is really big and it's got Netflix.
It's got a Netflix button, but no Netflix.
Okay.
But it does have YouTube. I saw an option for mirroring. I haven't tried it. So you might be able to mirror your phone or iPad or whatever on there. So you get a little table, a stool. You can tell we've already been to Family Mart and got some drinks and snacks. Oh, there's a phone charger. Oh, nice. It's got a USB and different attachments. Or do we have USB plugs then? Ah, yeah, that's good. You can tell this is a newer hotel because we've got a USB plug by the bed and then some other Japanese plug sockets. At the end of the day, we always have all the camera batteries, phones, iPads, loads of things to charge, so this is really useful.
and these buttons control the different lighting. A lot of the hotels seem to have a footlight, which is down there for if you need to get up in the night and you don't want to put the full lights on. In the next drawer are the tea and coffee making facilities. They look quite nice. And you get green tea and coffee. And in here at the bottom there's a fridge, and they give you some cans of water for free. Instead of curtains there's this screen, a Japanese style paper screen, which is a nice touch. It's probably too dark to see, but we have an amazing view of a wall. It's our best view yet this trip, but we have been spoilt with some amazing views so far. I really like the style of the lobby. It feels both modern and traditionally Japanese at the same time. The black colour scheme looks really elegant, and there are lots of interesting things to look at. This is the entranceway. There's lots of nice little details, and this is an incense burner in the lobby. It gives you an atmosphere as soon as you come in. You can really smell it. There's an ice machine, a smoking area, a vending machine, a restaurant, and a public bath. The bath's free for hotel guests to use. I don't think it's hot spring water, but it's a way to have an onsen style experience while you're in Kyoto. It's a shared indoor public bath. There's one for men and one for women. It's open from 3 p.m. till 10 a.m. Tattoos aren't allowed unless you cover them with stickers, which are available in the lobby. You're only allowed in if you can cover your tattoo with 2 stickers, which are 8 centimetres by 10.5 centimetres. It does say that's a trial, so check that before you go. When you come in from the street, there's a sort of little courtyard garden, and here's the entrance to the hotel. Right next door, this must be Jokyo-ji temple itself. It looks like a little graveyard in there. It's a hotel by a graveyard. But it's not spooky at all. This is actually a really nice little garden outside. So at night time the shrine outside the hotel is closed off. It's only open during the day. This lantern outside looks so good at night time. It's really atmospheric. If you want to, you can watch the morning rituals at the temple. You have to make a reservation and it's 500 yen. Here's the street the hotel's on. You're very close to this covered shopping street at the end. That is Teramachi Covered Shopping Street, and at this crossroads is Shijo Street, a major street of Kyoto with lots of shops and restaurants. So you're right in the city centre, downtown Kyoto. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to walk to the river. I even spent the day walking through Gion, Southern Higashiyama and Kiyomizudera, seeing many of the major sites of Kyoto without having to take the train or the bus. There's a Family Mart convenience store just a few doors along on the same street, which is very useful. And there's this really narrow entrance to a small shrine next to that as well. The closest station is Kyoto Kawaramachi Station, but Shijo Station is also walkable, and that's on a direct line to the main Kyoto station with the Shinkansen. I didn't use it, but they do have a service where you can drop your luggage at the Mitsui Garden Hotel Kyoto station, and they'll deliver it to this hotel for you. It's only 800 metres from Shijo Station to the hotel. It felt like a little bit of a trek along the street with our suitcases, but then we discovered a much easier route. We've just found an underground passage to our hotel, well, basically to our hotel, and it comes from Shijo Station. It's straight and easy, and it looks like you can get between Shijo Station almost to the Hankyu station underground completely, which is a lot quicker than going on the street, especially if you've got your suitcases with you.
I kind of thought this would exist because on Google Maps it shows this passage, but when we had our cases we just couldn't find it.
Yeah, this would have been a lot easier the other night.
So what we ended up doing was coming out of here and walking with our cases along there.
That felt like a long way with the cases.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was a long and narrow road. I think part of the problem when you've got your cases is you're looking for elevators and they don't always bring you out in a good place to then make a connection.
Yeah, often only one of the exits will have a lift. So I'm thinking we probably want exit 8 for the hotel.
I think probably 10 because our hotel, we walked up here and the hotel's up out there. So
yeah, number 10. Yeah. And as you can see, it's not a short passageway. To get back to Shijo Station, 520 metres, and it's 660 metres to Keihan Gion Shijo Station. It's a long tunnel.
This is a good tip as well if you are, because the 2 subway lines aren't super connected here. So there's one which runs up here, which is good for some places. and then there's one which runs up here, which is better for like Fushimi Inari.
Yes.
And a couple of connections out of Kyoto as well. But so if you are to come from Kyoto Station, you'll come up this one. You can walk all this way, which is currently extremely quiet. So good for this hotel. And we found this by following signs towards the Hankyu line, and then there was a sign to an underground passageway. Let's go. Here's exit 10. Up the stairs to the street. Of course, having said that this will be a much easier way to go with the cases, there are stairs this way. There's a flight there, and there's some more down there as well, and that's not always clearly marked. They do always have a lift, but it's not at every exit. I stayed in a moderate queen double room. There are also twin rooms, triple rooms for 3 people, and Japanese style rooms with a low bed, and accessible rooms. When I've stayed in Kyoto before, I stayed near the main Kyoto station. It's not the prettiest area of the city, but it was useful for taking the train and going on day trips. So this time, for a change, I wanted to stay in the downtown area, and it was nice to be nearer more shops and restaurants and be able to walk to the river and Higashiyama. Although you can also walk there from the station area if you like walking. I did find myself going back to the main Kyoto station quite a lot. It's easy, it's just one metro line, but it was nice to have a change and stay in a different area. I think staying here feels more like you're in Kyoto. Hotel prices change so much by day of the week, time of year, and when you book, especially these days, so I don't always think it's that useful to mention them, but people always ask. So I paid £63 a night on Expedia. The price is higher there now, looking at some random dates, but if you shop around you can get a similar price. Once you've found a hotel you like the look of, I'd always recommend checking the various hotel sites and the hotel's official site to get the best price. And remember, you might also be able to get cash back from sites like Quidco. When I was booking this, there were lots of hotels that looked good in Kyoto at quite reasonable prices, which I was surprised about, seeing how popular Kyoto is. I would recommend booking early because so many people go there, so you'll have the best choice before they all get booked up. Some other hotels do have more spacious rooms. I picked this one because I like the style. It feels modern but also Japanese, which I thought suited a stay in Kyoto. There's lots of little details, maybe more so in the lobby than in the room, but that's what drew me to it. I also like the little courtyard entrance. It feels quite upscale for the price, and the location is good. And it's unique that there's a temple right there outside. I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and look out for my other Kyoto videos coming up. I'll see you soon.